Good morning students. Today we are going to practice some numericals of error analysis. Let us see the first question. Length and breadth of a rectangular object are given 25.2 and 16.8 centimeter. They have been measured to the accuracy of 0.1 centimeter both. This is the accuracy term. Find the percentage error in area of the rectangle. So students, we are given a rectangle and the length and breadth are given. Now these length and breadth are measured through some experiment, so they have some errors. Now how to get this idea about the error value? So whenever this accuracy term is appearing, okay, accuracy, that means this term is given delta. Delta means absolute error. So in both, that means length and breadth, the absolute error is 0.1. So we can call delta L and delta B is 0.1 centimeter. Now what is our target? What we have to solve? Find the percentage error in the area of the rectangle. So first of all, in whichever term error is asked, we should know its formula. So do we know the area formula of the rectangle? So you know already, area of the rectangle is length into breadth. Okay. After that you have to see the operation. That means length into breadth is there. That means this is the multiplication operation. After that the next step is that you have to write the error answer for that operation. Now we have already studied one thing. If x equal to a into b, then error expression is relative error. Okay. In multiplication operation, the relative errors are added. So this is the error expression for multiplication operation. Using this error expression, we will also write here delta A upon A means area term, relative error in area is equal to what? Delta L by L plus delta B by B. Why we are putting plus here? Because errors are always added. Okay, whether it is multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, any operation. The kind of error may change. So in multiplication and division, relative errors are added. So I have written delta upon original. This is relative error. Now we will put the values. So our target is to first solve delta A by A. So we should know all these four values. Let us start. Delta L is 0.1. Then L is length, original is 25.2. Then delta B is 0.1 and B, breadth of the rectangle is 16.8. Now students, whenever this type of expression you are getting in which some complicated values are there, you always solve this individual part first. Okay, don't take LCM. So if we solve it individually, one point is removed, here also point is removed. So 1 upon 252, if we divide it, not many digits, it will be coming 0.003. And in the same manner, if I divide it, it is coming 0.005. That means 0.008 is the answer. We can get one more digit after this non-zero digit. Just now I have taken after 0.3 digits only. So 0.008 is okay. This is the answer for delta A by A. Now this is relative error in area, but we are asked to calculate percentage error in the area. So percentage error means we have to multiply this delta A by A with 100 so that it becomes the percentage error. So 0.008 into 100, that means we have multiplied both sides with 100. So final answer is 0.8%. So this is the answer for the percentage error in the area of the rectangle. Let us see this question number 2. In this now, percentage error is given, but in one term, radius. So I'll read the question. If the percentage error in the radius of a sphere is 2%, Okay, so firstly we should write it here. Percentage error in the radius means delta r by r into 100. This is given 2%. Okay, this is the given term. After that, now what is the question? We have to solve the percentage error in the volume of the sphere. So firstly, let us solve about volume. Two datas are asked. So as I told you students, in whichever quantity the percentage error is asked, so we should know that formula. So volume formula of the sphere we will write first. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, 4 by 3 pi r cube is the formula. Now this is our operation given and we have to make its error expression. Okay, so you see now, first of all, this expression is which type of expression? Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, division or power? So you see here, we are actually here getting power. So if you remember the formula, if any x is a raised to power n, that means power expression, then how to write its relative error? It is n times delta a by a. Power comes in front. So here also we have power of the radius. So when I write the relative error of volume, that means delta v upon v, then this power will come in front. So 3 delta r by r. This way I have to write. And what about this constant 4 by 3 pi? This constant is ignored. Okay. So any constant which is unitless, that is ignored in the error expression. So this is our final answer of error expression. But what are we given? Are we given relative error or percentage error? So we are given percentage error. So we have to convert this also in percent. That is very easy. We have to multiply both sides with 100. Okay, so I have multiplied both sides with the 100. So this is the percentage error in the volume. And to get this, I have to put here the value. So you see now, delta r by r into 100, that means percentage error in r, that is given how much? 2%. So just I have to put 2 here. Into 100 I don't have to do, because this whole thing, delta r by r into 100 means percentage error of r. That is given 2%. So its whole value is 2%. So final answer is 6%. Okay. So in the volume, percentage error is 6%. So this way the first part of the question is done. Now second part of the question is surface area. We have done volume. Now we are doing the surface area of the sphere. Now surface area of the sphere formula, it's 4 pi r square. Okay, 4 pi r square is the surface area. I will call it in short area only, A. Now again this operation is power operation. So I will write it this way. Delta A upon A is equal to, now see 4 pi is constant, it will be ignored. R की power 2 है, ये आगे आएगी. And delta R by R we have to write. So this is the complete error expression. Now I want in percent term, so I have to multiply both sides with 100. This is multiplied. Now this term, delta R by R into 100 is given 2. So here 2 and this is also 2. That means the final answer is 4%. So the percentage error in surface area is 4%. So this is the second answer. This was the first answer. Now see this third question. It is little tricky question. Let us understand. Time period T formula is given 2 pi root L by G. This is the simple pendulum time period formula. L means length of pendulum. Now datas are given. Length L is about 100 centimeter. Measured to be 1 millimeter accuracy. So accuracy means delta L. Okay. accuracy word means delta L is given 1 millimeter. But if this is in centimeter, we should convert this also in centimeter only. So it will become 0.1 centimeter. After that, next line is time period of oscillation. Time period of oscillation means capital T. It is given 0.5 second in the question. Then here one line is given, time of 100 oscillations is measured with a wristwatch of 1 second resolution. Okay, now this line has a meaning and using this line we will find delta T. It is not given directly. So delta T, how to find here? We will be requiring it. So the time of 100 oscillation, okay, time of 100 oscillation. So in 100 oscillations, the accuracy is only 1 second. Okay, so we need delta T. Now delta capital T means only accuracy in one oscillation time is needed. So in 100 oscillation, if accuracy is 1 second, so how much is the accuracy in one oscillation? It will become by unitary method 1 by 100 second. Now this we will call delta T because it is the information about one oscillation time, and one oscillation time we call capital T. So this is about accuracy. So delta T we have got as 0.01 second. Now these datas are given. We will be solving the question here. Last line of the question is, what is the percentage error in G? Okay, now see student, the formula which we are given, that is about T. Okay, but we are asked to find the percentage error in G. So firstly we have to rearrange the formula to get G. So if I rearrange it, I need to take the square on both the sides. G will be taken here. So 4 pi square L by T square. This formula we will get when we will square it and rearrange it. Okay. Now make the percentage error of G formula. So first of all you have to identify the operation. Here you can see power is also there and division is also there. So in all that cases when power and division are there, we have to write relative error. So delta G by G we will write 4 pi square is constant, it will be ignored. Then we are left with L by T square. So delta L by L, it will come single, but we have T square. So in power operation, power comes in front. So 2 times delta T by T we will write. So remember students, we don't write minus sign in the errors. Errors are always added. Whether we have division operation or we have multiplication operation or we have power operation, in all that cases errors are always added. Just that power comes in front. It will not become -2, it will remain +2 only because errors are always added. Now lastly we have to put all these values. Let us start now. Our target is that delta G by G, how to solve. We need to put all these values here. So let us start. Delta L is 0.1, L is 100. They are in the same unit, centimeter, so they will be cut. So we should always try that they should be in the same unit. Then we have 2 times delta T. Delta T is 0.01 second and T is 0.5 second. Now here also second and second will get cancelled. Now we have to solve these ratios. Okay. 0.1 by 100, it will become 0.001. We will solve individually. And this side, it will become 2 by 50. So 0.001, 2 by 50 is 1 by 25. 1 by 25 is 0.04. So finally we have 0.041. sorry, 0.001, 0.041 will be the answer. Okay, now this answer is the relative error term, but we are asked to solve the percentage error, so we need to do into 100. So as we do into 100 on both the sides, our answer will become 4.1%. Okay, 4.1% is the percentage error asked in G. So this way, students, you see, maybe that the formula is given about T, but we are asked to solve the error in G. So we have to rearrange that formula for G. You can see we have rearranged, and then only we have to apply the error expression. And then whatever terms are needed, that will be given in the question. You have to apply all that values, but take care that these two terms and these two terms should be in the same unit, so that units are cancelled and we get only the number. Okay, so this way the error expressions are solved. Let's see the fourth question. As I told you, we have to always see the quantity in which error is asked. So here relative errors in mass and radius of the sphere are given 0.02 and 0.03. Now relative error means delta m by m and delta r by r. These are given. Find the percentage error in density of the sphere. So we should know the density formula. Density formula is mass upon volume. But about volume, data is not given. So we should write now this volume answer in terms of radius of the sphere. So mass is mass and volume formula of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. That means for us the final formula is this to make the error expression. Now let us make the error expression. So because it is division and power operation, so relative error. So error expression will be formed in the relative error term. So delta d upon d equal to delta m by m plus लगाना है इसके बाद. Then 4 by 3 pi constant है, we will ignore it. R cube का क्या करना है? So R cube will remain in front, that means power comes in front. किसके आगे आएगी? R के relative error के आगे. So 3 times delta R by R. After that put the value. So delta m by m is 0.02 and delta r by r it is 0.03. So 0.02 plus 3 3s are 9, 0.09. It will become 0.11. 0.11. But it is relative error of density. Okay, we have got relative error of density. We are asked to solve percentage error, so we will do into 100 both the sides. So into 100 means 11% is the answer. Okay.